Are we seeing the fall of Liverpool? Do you think they're going to be back next season? Hey guys, and welcome again to another episode of Final 11. Today we are going to be taking a look at the game between Manchester City versus Liverpool. What a game that was, at least for Mancity. I think that we are witnessing the downfall of Liverpool. And to be honest, I just don't see them getting back to, the same Liverpool that we all know, the Liverpool of, 2018, 2019, 2020. And I think that a lot of Liverpool fans do not realize how bad they are. And I'm not just, talking about, this season. Any team can have a bad season, but I'm just seeing, what is the longevity for the team. If you look at the players they have, you have, Van Dijk. And let's be honest, Van Dijk is not the same player he used to be. I don't know if it was the injury that he sustained, but this is the significant drop in his performance. And I don't know. To be honest, I think he's overrated as well. So, don't get me wrong, he's a good defender, but let's be honest, not as good as, everyone makes him sound. Especially for the season. 2019, 2018, Van Dijk was top notch. But now, no, not so much. And I think it has to do with the injury. The first goal by Mohamed Salah was a very good goal, good build-up. Mohamed Salah would never miss such a chance, especially against Mancity. I think he's had he's had 6 goals against them, making him, one of the top scorers against Mancity, that is. But it was a good pass from, Alexander-Arnold, and a good hold-up play from Jota, and a wonderful finishing from Mo Salah. But then it was downhill from there. The rest of the game was a walkthrough for Man City. They dominated Liverpool all the way from the ball possession to completed passes. I think it was almost double for, completed passes and touches. It was ridiculously bad from Liverpool. To be honest, I just don't see them getting back. I really don't. You guys can let me know in the comment section below if you think, Man City, I beg your pardon, Liverpool will turn the tables around next season. But I just don't see it, happening for them. Again, Van Dijk, that first goal from City, the first goal, I think Van Dijk should have done more to close down Mahrez. That will have prevented the goal. I'm pretty sure of that. And Alexander-Arnold, as much as his attacking is really good, I think we all know that a lot of teams have capitalized on his defensive weaknesses this season. I think it started from last season, but it just became, more pronounced this season. He should have done more to, block that pass from Grealish. That ball went through his leg. As a defender, that shouldn't be happening, especially considering the distance between, him and the ball, where the pass came from and where he was standing. It was, good enough distance to, close up that gap. I just feel sorry for Alisson because he's been, one of Liverpool's best performers this season. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what the way forward is for me, and I guess I'm feeling this way because I really, really wanted Liverpool to win or at least draw because I'm an Arsenal fan, and whatever points that can be dropped, by Man City will go a long way in helping us win the title. But I guess you can't count on Liverpool for anything these days. Alisson should have done more, in preventing that ball from, getting to De Bruyne. And you all know De Bruyne would never miss a chance like that. He's good with both feet, so he's very lethal in front of goal. and it was a good anticipation from him. I mean, I've seen other players miss sitters like that. Or De Bruyne, that's pretty much a penalty for him, or an open goal for him. So it was a good goal for him, good anticipation from De Bruyne. Always expect, an A performance from De Bruyne. And the third goal from Gundogan. I mean, yes, Arnold, again, Arnold, had it did well by blocking the shot from Alvarez, but you should have closed that gap and not let, essentially let Gundogan take an extra touch before shooting, and you were just standing there. You cover up, you close the angles. I don't know. It's just sloppy defending from Liverpool. Let's talk about the tackle. The tackle by Rodri. I personally feel like he should have gotten a second yellow card for that tackle, just because it was both hands was clearly pulling him back. That's a yellow card offense. I don't care if you received yellow card a few minutes before, but that's a yellow card offense, and he should have gotten a red card for that. Again, this is not an excuse for how Liverpool played. I think Liverpool were very poor, and I think that the stats reflect their performance. It was really, really poor, but I legitimately think that Rodri should have gotten a second yellow and gotten a red eventually for that tackle. And this goes back to the inconsistency officiating in the Premiership, and I think that a lot more needs to be done to at least make some of the decisions standardized. And the fourth goal, let's look at the fourth goal. The fourth goal also, Van Dijk. I don't know. It seemed like I'm picking on two players today, but I really am not, picking on both players, because I watched the game, and I saw, a lot of errors by Liverpool, but I'm just picking the ones that are, most obvious. That ball, if you go back and watch the highlights, if you guys go back and watch the highlight, that ball, Van Dijk should have anticipated and just block that shot. I'm not saying that this things like this doesn't happen, but for a defender of his caliber, you would expect at least a clearance from him for that ball. I don't know. It's just maybe wishful thinking. But you guys let me know in the comment section below if you think I'm overreacting. But I guess I am, because I really wanted Liverpool to win, because that's just going to give us, an extra gap, create an extra gap between, Manchester City and Arsenal. But are we seeing the fall of Liverpool? Do you think they're going to be back next season? Take into consideration they have, some aging players, aging midfielders that cannot perform at that level that they used to. The Gangnam Press, one of the issues with Gangnam Press is the fact that, after maybe at most 4 or 5 years, the players start telling on them because of, the intensity of which they play with. And the same thing happened, in Dortmund when Klopp was managing them. So are we seeing, the same thing happen to Liverpool right before our eyes? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.